Hi there and welcome to Neophyte.tv, the technology show for the not so geeky. My name's Tiffany Young.
And I'm Ben Friedman, and today on the show, you know, a lot of people like the iPod Touch. Do you have an iPod Touch?
Yes.
Like an iPhone without the phone?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Big problem is it's very expensive. $230 or something like that for the cheapest one.
Especially when you drop it.
Especially when you drop it. Especially
It's
if you want to
real
give it to your 2-year-old
Yeah.
to goof around with or something, you know, and then he ends up flushing it down the toilet.
Exactly. Smart move.
Right. So let's take a look today at a really cool alternative to the iPod Touch for an all-in-one little device that lets you do music, video, and all those kind of stuff. It doesn't do games. But anyway, this is by a company called Latte Communications.
Okay.
And they make this little guy. This is called the Latte iVu. They're all doing this now. It's iVu with 2 dots, which is called an umlaut, is the name of the 2 dots. So when you see the 2 dots, instead of saying ooh, you say you.
Yeah.
iVu, you see. Anyway. Anyway, it's in here somewhere.
Today.
Take a look at this little guy.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing. You know what Apple does extremely well is it makes an amazing user interface. It's so easy to use and it's very intuitive. This is very cool. This is a 4GB iVu. It's like $99. It's like, you know, inexpensive, small, about the, you know, smaller than an iPod Touch, very lightweight, okay, and not bad quality, but it is nowhere as easy to use as an iPod Touch.
Yeah.
So first of all, let me flick it on here. You have to, you notice this, it's not a touch screen, for one thing, okay? So you have to use the buttons on the top here. But it does do an awful lot. So let me turn it on here. You hold this button down for a couple of seconds, and it will eventually...
Which would be the first thing that would get me. How do you turn the thing on?
Yes, see that?
Yeah.
And it comes up with this little, instead of having them all on a menu, it comes up, I don't know if you can see this too well, but it comes up with a menu that scrolls. Are you able to see that, Tiff?
Yeah, I can see it.
So it scrolls as you go by.
Camera. Oh, it has a little camera too.
Yeah, radio. It's got a built-in radio. Photo. So for instance, let me go into the photo section here. Click on here to go into photo. Oops, that's not the right place. I don't want photo, I want camera.
2.0 megapixel?
I think so.
Right?
Here we go, camera. So I'm going to go into camera mode here. And by the way, this will record video as well as still. So you can choose digital video or digital stills.
Do you know how much it holds?
This one has 4 gigabytes.
4 gigs.
Yeah. Let me take a picture of you, okay?
Okay.
Ready?
Check.
1, 2, 3. Did it go? No. Try again.
Is it supposed to flash?
You know, it doesn't have a flash, but it is supposed to actually be taking the picture now. So I'm trying to figure out why it isn't. Let me try once again. A picture of you coughing?
Yes.
Try it again. Ah, I got it now.
Got it?
Yeah.
I'm sure that looks not
I might have
canned
been
now.
moving a little bit, so it might be a little bit blurry. Saving, success here. You can see here that it's looking through its little lens as I look around the studio. There's Tiffany. So let me go back to the menu. Unlike the Touch, well, actually the new Touch does, but the old Touch didn't have. It has built-in stereo speakers.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So let me go back here. That was the camera.
So you could use it for a little alarm clock too, probably.
Yeah, probably.
If it
has,
has
radio. Let's see if I can tune in something. We're inside here, so it may not actually tune. But you can hear static. I'm trying to find a station. I think 99.9 is a station here, right?
Yeah, that's one.
Say something for a second while I'm tuning.
Okay, so I remember having a product like this before. I think it was by the same company, and a really cool idea, but really like the user interface.
I can't
figure out the darn thing.
Yeah, the user interface on this is, if you take the time to learn this, it has a lot of cool stuff. So for instance, his video, let me go into video, and I'll play a little video something. Here we go.
The price is great. And
Can you
then
hear the speakers?
Yeah. So downloading onto that thing.
By USB.
Does it have some special dot, like wave something format at the end that makes it complicated?
It does have like a special formats, and it comes with a little program to transfer your videos. Let me stop that. It comes with a little program to transfer your videos. The program is Windows only. Yeah. But there are other programs that let you transmit stuff. Now, speaking of one other really cool thing that it has built in, let me go to music here as well. So, you know, here it is. Here is a little song. You see it's got a little equalizer there, it shows you.
The number one reason why iPod I use it even though it's expensive is because I don't have time to try and figure things out.
Yeah.
I just don't have time.
It is a very easy. You pick it up. You press the button,
Ben is well aware.
This has one more feature that I want to point out because it's really very cool, and that is it has a built-in FM transmitter. So if you go into a car that has an FM radio, this will automatically play through your car's speakers.
Right.
No dongles, no anything you have to plug it in. Right. You just turn on the FM transmitter and it plays through your car's stereo.
Well, that does get tough though here in Phoenix because we have so many stations.
We do have so many stations.
And finding one that's
you're not going to find anything good about this guy, are you? You're just going to hate it.
I'm just not a big fan of it.
It works as a disc as well, so you can put files on there like a flash drive. Ebook. Let me go into the photos here, and I'll pull up a photo here, which we might be able to. So here's a nice
I do like the
picture of
price.
fruit.
Did I say that? Oh.
So you can put pictures on there as well.
Yeah. So yeah, it's for the price, $99. It has a lot of features.
Yeah.
It's just not something that.
It's not intuitive to use, but it is.
I'm going to figure out quickly. So
it's smaller, much less expensive, and it does have more features. Yeah. You know, between the camera and the video, the FM transmitter, the radio. All that sort of stuff. It does have a lot of stuff that the iPod Touch does not have.
Well, if you could add that to a phone, maybe.
Does not have a phone.
So if you could add a phone to it, then then
you'd have an iPhone.
Well, yeah, kind of similar,
yeah.
but at $99, I would buy that.
So I would give this a 3 out of 5. Again, I think it's in the middle. It's cheap, small, a lot of functions, but the user interface is hard to learn. There's a bit of a learning curve.
So 2 out of 5 for me, because I wouldn't buy it because I wouldn't take the time to figure it out. 2
out of 5, Tiffany. 3 out of 5 for me. That is 5 out of 10.
Honest.
Well, that's good for the Latte iVu 4 gigabyte multimedia player, photos, all that stuff, video camera.
It's not like I can give it to my grandma either.
You cannot give this to an old person. Give this to an old person, and that person will just explode.
Yeah, right.
Gone.
Implode. Can't take it.
That's right. Yes, that's no good. So 5 out of 10 for the iVu, and not a bad little guy, but big learning curve.
Yeah.
Much cheaper than an iPod, however. And we have another segment coming up right after this, so please, stay tuned. And we're back, and in the second segment today, we're going to be taking a look at this cable from Scosche. Again, we a couple weeks ago, I think we reviewed some other Scosche stuff.
Yeah, we did.
Scosche also sent me this cable, which I got to tell you, you think, oh, cable, world's most boring show. This cable actually is a really good idea.
Okay.
It's a cable. Do tell. So a lot of times people will have an iPod that can play video, or you have your photos on there, and you want to go over to your friend's house, and you want to show them pictures, or maybe you have 4 or 5 kids that you want them to watch movies or what have you, but it's a very small little screen. Throw this in your bag or in your purse, and what's cool about this cable is it's just a regular composite hookups, which almost all new TVs now have like on the side. So if you go over to your friend's house, either on the side or on the front, there's almost always one of these jacks that doesn't have anything hooked up to it, right? So you don't have to go around the back, or try to wrestle it through an entertainment center. Most of the time, new TVs have this auxiliary input right on the back or on the side. Let me demonstrate how this works.
By the way, they have those in hotels too. I'm a huge fan of this device.
So I'm just going to plug this in here to this.
Of course, this is not a new one. That's why we're plugging it in the back.
Well, that's true. Although, having said that, this does have stuff on the side. This is a little computer monitor, so that's why I'm doing it. But most big TVs do have them,
So before I got Apple TV, I had one of these plugged into every TV.
One of these cables?
One in the glove box.
Right.
And one for travel.
Right.
Because I used them all the time.
Let me figure out if we're on the right
road trips. They're great for when you're traveling in the car. If you have a DVD system, plug it right in. We use that all the time. They have another one that you can actually get power to it too and charge at the same time that you plug them in. So
So here we are now watching a TV show. Happens to be Tiffany demonstrating a home, but right from the phone. And again, if this was your 52-inch TV, now it's not going to come through in high-def quality with this cable. But, you know, if it's Dora or if it's some photos or whatever, you don't necessarily need to have that highest.
I highly recommend these cables. They're fantastic. What's the price on this one?
This cable is $25.
So I don't have this one in particular.
6 feet long.
But this, they're definitely worth it. Even Apple TV, which I just got not too long ago, I still have to make sure I'm streaming, I'm on the right network. Right. This is simple.
Yeah, very simple. Like you said, easy to do. Let me pull up another one here.
And I don't know, there's a little setting on there. Do you have to still change it from video to...
It depends on your iPod. So some iPods you have to change that setting. Like this one, as soon as you plug the cable in, it automatically goes over there.
Go,
yeah, here's a couple weeks episode.
Yeah. Because we've been traveling, I'm like, see little circles, and I'm like, boy, I looked a little tired.
I was pooped after that trip.
We did. We had a really fun trip, though.
Yeah. But so as you can see here, now I can have all of my kids in the living room, or if I want to show photos to people or what have you, as long as I have this cable with me, and pretty much any of the iPhones that will play video, it'll work on the Classic or the Nano or any of those, just plug it right in, and away you go.
Definitely A+ on that.
Yeah, I would say I give this a 5 out of 5 because I think it is an accessory that is supremely useful now that TVs have those jacks on the side or the front, those auxiliary input TVs. Before that, you still would have to go around the back. 5
out of 5, definitely for me. I use them all the time.
Indeed. So it's 5 out of 5 for Tiffany, 5 out of 5 for me, 10 out of 10 for the Scosche showTIME AV iPod to television cable.
Too.
It is nice. It's 6 feet long, so you've got a little, you're not like hunched up trying to, right next to the TV. You've got a little bit of cable there.
Very good job.
And that's all the time we have this week. But if you have a suggestion for a way to play video back on your TV, or have a comment about anything you've seen here, give us a shout at our website, www.neo-fight.tv, and leave us a comment.
Please do it. We love to hear from you. Any show ideas, suggestions, thoughts?
Or just send cash. That would be fine too.
Of course, we always love money.
Yes. And if you happen to have an extra 30 seconds, take a look at this.
Hey, I'm Andy Walker. Have you just bought a new computer with Windows Vista on it? Or maybe you've got an old XP computer that you're upgraded. Well, we've just created an amazing new DVD that'll teach you everything you need to know about the new operating system from Microsoft. It's called Getting Started with Windows Vista. In this DVD, there are 3 sections. One is out of the box, what you need to know as soon as you start up Vista. Number 2 is Vista Essentials, things you need to know every day to make your computer experience amazing. Antivirus, security, all kinds of new features that Vista offers. And finally, geek tips and tricks, things you need to know that nobody else will have told you that make you a Vista guru. For more information, check out our website at gettingstartedvideo.com.